Well, a Game 5 comeback win for the Boston Celtics. This is something about guts for them, and frankly is, for the second straight game, hard to stomach if you're an Orlando Magic fan. Interesting turn of events tonight in Boston. There's Big Baby, Eve, the hero of Game 4, who, by the way, apologized for jostling that kid after his buzzer beater.
You never have to apologize for a game winner.
Dwight Howard, the Magic had a great response early on after that tough loss.
Dwight Howard cleaning up the mess. Once again, you see he's the only Orlando Magic jersey in the paint.
Pretty good when he gets the ball, and the Magic up by 8 at the half. On to the fourth. Orlando up 12 now. Anthony Johnson and Michael Petras. Timeout seized, down by 14. It would be the Magic's biggest lead of the game. It's an 11-point game now, and Stephon Marbury, he carried the Celtics offense in the fourth quarter.
Yes, he did. Up until that point, you felt like the Orlando Magic were in position to actually win this basketball game before he got going.
He's down 10. It's the Celtics surge. Glenn Davis, the jumper.
When's the last time Glenn Davis missed a 15-footer? I can't remember.
It's been a while. Baby,
how about one more?
Big. He had 22. It's a 6-point game. Next Boston possession. Rajon Rondo has it in his big mitts. Backdoor to Paul Pierce. He had 19. It's a 4-point margin.
And great things happen when you move without the basketball. Paul Pierce's back cut. Great vision by Rondo.
Kendrick Perkins played 35 minutes with that banged-up shoulder. He took the feed from Ray Allen there, and it's a 2-point margin. Meanwhile, the Orlando offense was coming unglued.
Hedo Turkoglu had to find a way to take the basketball to the hole stronger or pull up for a medium-range jumper.
After that shot, Rafer Alston with a wild heave.
Now, that was like Rucker Park playing outside and the wind started blowing. Terrible shot by Rafer.
Ray Allen, catch and fire. Celtics on an 11-0 run and up by 1. Under a minute to go. Rondo battling the shot clock. It won't go. Did it touch the rim? Initially, the officials said no. Celtics say yes. Judge for yourself.
We've seen the replay how many times? You still can't tell. Turns out the Celtics get the ball and a reset with 23 on the shot clock.
Allen misses the jumper as the shot clock expires again. But again, the Celtics extend the possession. Eventually, they would hit 2 free throws and are up by 3. 6 seconds to go. Dwight Howard at the line. He hit 1. Has to intentionally miss the second. Davis collects the board. He would knock down 2 free throws. The Celtics hit all 21 of their freebies. They finished the game on a 17-3 run, and that's how the Celtics win Game 5. They steal one in Orlando at the end of Game 4. A huge comeback from 14 down in Game 5 to take a 3-2 lead. By the way, Boston all-time 32-0 when they're up 3-2 in a 7-game series. Stephon Marbury's night, a good example of how Boston won this game. Take advantage of what is presented.
Paul had just kicked me out 2 shots that I missed. Then I came right back out. And I knew I was ready for those shots, but I didn't make them. So when I went back into the game, I was locked in on, when they left me wide open to knock down that shot.
We just quit playing. I mean, we quit playing the game that had got us there. We looked like we were trying to run the clock out, walking the ball up the floor, playing half court. You're in the 12th round against the champ. You're not thinking, well, I've won however many rounds, I'm going to get the decision and put it in the hands of the judges. You can't do that. You got to knock them out.
Coach has to recognize, when he has a certain group out there and they're getting the job done, you have to leave those guys on the floor. You got to have trust in everybody. And, when you're in a situation where, okay, guys got it going, everybody's moving the ball. And the energy is up. You have to stick with it offensively. I have to get the ball. I think you're gonna win a lot of games with I guess your post player, the guy you look to in the post only gets 10 shots. It's tough.
You don't hear that from Howard very often. He had 12 points, 17 boards in this game, but in the fourth quarter, when the Magic's 14-point lead disappeared, Howard had just 3 touches and just 1 in the final 6 minutes, 50 seconds of the game. That was basically a mistake because they had to inbound it, and he presented himself. Just 1 field goal attempt in the fourth quarter How valid is Dwight Howard's beef?
If you want to make an instructional video on how to lose a game, just watch the last 6 minutes of this one, because the Orlando Magic did everything wrong down the stretch, and Stan Van Gundy's got to take a lot of responsibility for this. He's in control of what plays get called. I'm going to help him out right now. I'm going to show the Orlando Magic what they could have done down the stretch a little bit differently. If they do any of these things on any one of these positions, they probably have a different outcome, and it all focuses around getting the ball into the paint. Take a look here. Dwight Howard, as usual, at the top of the key, setting the screen, but look where he can go now. A perfect ability to dive to the basket, feed him the post. He's already got Kendrick Perkins behind him. Instead, Rashard Lewis launches a three. Celtics come down, capitalize. Next possession, Dwight Howard now. Great position on the low post. Let's swing the ball to the corner and then dump it inside. He's got great position. Perkins will be on his back. He got the floor spread. Instead, no, we swing it to Rashard Lewis, drives in, gets stripped, turnover. Celtics capitalize. Next possession, pick and roll at the top. Turkoglu draws two. Dwight Howard is wide open in the middle. It's a perfect opportunity with Ray Allen back there as a guard to throw this ball up toward the rim or get him the ball in the center of the lane. They don't do it. Instead, Turkoglu fires the ball 25 feet back out. A brick. Celtics capitalize. Now Rafer Alston gets a turn. He's going to turn the corner. There he is again. Dwight Howard, middle of the lane. Only guy back there is Glenn Davis. Rafer Alston attempts a left-handed runner. Some people think it's a pass. That looked like a shot to me. No opportunity for success. Celtics capitalize again. And finally, take a look at this. They decide to go inside of Dwight Howard. He draws three guys. It doesn't work, but guess what? Just by the mere fact that you try to get the ball in there, look what happens when the ball's deflected. Rafer Alston ends up with a wide open three. That's the best shot that they got, and it all is a result of trying to throw the ball into Dwight Howard. Listen, you want to call this guy an all-star? He's your franchise player. He's one of the faces of this league, and you don't have enough faith to throw him the basketball in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. You deserve to lose, and you get what you got. The Boston Celtics took it, but the Orlando Magic presented it for them.